Hey, it's Adam here by myself with a quick announcement for everyone as we head into what we're calling the transition period. I've known for a long time that between the wedding last year, the holidays, creating a new format, the end of a lot of our series, and the new rule set coming out, that we would need to take a break from the regular recording schedule for a while. But, as I'm going to go over in a minute, we are one of the most prolific D&D podcasts out there, dropping multiple episodes every week between this and the Patreon, and trying to keep you listeners happy and inspired. So, we're not just going to walk away like some other podcasts might do and let our channel collect dust while we have an off season. We don't do that. So before I jump into what's next, I just want to say that I'm very thankful to everyone who has been involved with It's a Mimic. From the first 3 hosts to you listeners just finding us today. When we started, I kept hidden from Terry and Dan that I had about a 4-year plan for what I wanted to accomplish. I figured 200 episodes, an hour long, will be enough for me to say everything that I need to say, to get all of these ideas out of my head. And then I would happily walk away feeling like I've done something positive. Well, partly because of the pandemic, partly because of the other hosts, and mostly because of the community we've built, that includes you, the 4-year plan ballooned into a 6-year plan, and just grew in ways that we could never have expected. So, keeping in mind that I signed on for about 200 episodes, let me tell you what we've done and what's available to you all right now as we move on from the end of the 6-year plan and move into year 7. First of all, we did 300 regular episodes with a bunch of specials. There were a bunch of episode A and B and C on top of them. The Warlock Patrons were bonus episodes. We've done one on healing spells. Like there's just been a lot of extra bonuses. We did 9 episodes at the very beginning on the Pillars of Play, which honestly should probably get an update, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. We did 52 episodes on classes and subclasses, including Warlock Patron inspirations. 52 on classes. 27 episodes on playable races. 21 episodes on player options like sidekicks, strongholds, and feats. 64 episodes about DM tips, covering meta conversations about the game, campaign level decisions, encounter building, world building, and variant rules, and of course, discussions on mechanics of 5th edition. We did 53 episodes on monsters, 27 other episodes on mob monsters, 39 episodes on dragons, 11 episodes on drow, 16 on the giants series, and 35 on the undead. 14 episodes dedicated to Eberron, 10 dedicated to Theros, 29 episodes on the people and places published in 5th edition in our lore series, as well as 15 episodes on the Legend of the Five Rings tabletop role-playing game. There have been 14 episodes dedicated to the Call of Cthulhu actual play so far, and 7 Chaotic as Hell actual plays for 5th edition so far. We did 44 mailbag episodes, including a bunch of weird pop culture ones, 18 special episodes with the Platinum Greatworms, and 25 reviews of new D&D releases. The Campaign Builder series has 30 episodes on the public channel, with 62 currently on the Patreon. We also reviewed all the previously released D&D books, as well as a couple of other tabletop role-playing game rule books and other guides on the Patreon. And there have been 14 episodes reviewing the online-only Wizards of the Coast releases, including the partner content on D&D Beyond. The Patreon also has 28 episodes on homebrewing and 21 other random episodes and rants on a variety of different topics. That's over 700 episodes in 6 years, 150 of which are available on the Patreon. The Patreon alone, which has only really been active for a couple of years, did 3/4 of what I initially wanted to do in the first 4. We've ballooned from 3 hosts to a cast of 14. We lost 3 over the 6 years, but recently added 3 more to the regular rotation. We've had 6 guests on the podcast, not including the 5 Platinum Greatworms so far, and we've never shied away from a touchy subject, as long as it's relevant to D&D and tabletop role-playing games. Hell, we even promised to answer every question, all the insane ones that are not related to D&D, that you listeners submit for the mailbags. There have been laughing fits and coughing fits, arguments, yelling matches, inside jokes, and insults, and more ridiculous innuendos than you can shake your genitals at. But there's always been a sense of friendship and a love of the hobby and the game, and no shortage of opinions and inspirations. So I'm very inspired and I'm very excited about what's coming next. So if you've listened to the 4-part episode 300 conversations, you know that we're mixing things up. There's a new edition, more schedules to keep track of, and a significant amount of burnout for some of the more prolific hosts, myself included. Most of us have had at least a month to recharge our batteries. Some of us have had as many as 7 months. But we're back, and we're trying to learn this new edition so that we can bring you all the inspirations that you're looking for and the laughs that you're used to. We're going to revamp some shows, return to some old topics for the new edition, and get some new voices with new perspectives to look at this game from angles we've never considered before. But it's not as vague as I'm making it sound. It's me, so of course, I have a plan. I've had a plan and a schedule since May of last year, and I just needed to make sure everyone is still on board with it. So, let me tell you what we're going to do for the next couple of months before episode 301 airs. Instead of us walking away and letting everything collect dust, February through May is going to allow Megan and Casey to crack open the wine again for the final season on Giants. And because it's Giants, this last season is going to be bigger than ever. Those episodes are going to fill the Tuesday slots every other week. In between them will be Platinum Great Worm releases, Legend Lore episodes, and a special or two. On Wednesdays, starting next week, we're going to have fun little Meet the DMs episodes that are going to give each host the ability to shine and let you guys hear our very differing perspectives on some really batshit insane questions. On Thursdays, the Patreon's going to host the new campaign builder episodes as they keep getting released all the way until the end of the series. And once a month, special Legend Lore episodes or homebrew episodes will drop on a Friday for the higher tiered patrons. There will even be a couple of mailbag specials here and there on the public channels. So, by the last day of May 2025, we'll have closed the door on all the Touring the Multiverse series, all the monster series that the ladies have tackled, the entire 101 episode campaign builder, all the 5th edition book reviews, Season 1 of the Homebrew series, and all the 5th edition conversations we're going to have. Because in June, our plan is to dedicate the entire month to the 5.5 transition and everything that you need to know about what has changed, so that on July 1st, we can come back with a vengeance, refreshed and knowledgeable, with more humor and inspirations for you ladies, gentlemen, and perverts on the internet to embrace and love. So, I hope you enjoy the next few months as we give you Giants and homebrew discussions on the public channels. We wrap up our series on the Patreon so we can make room for new, more exciting and more fun content. We've already started learning, prepping, and recording things for this summer. I'm very, very excited, and there will be an announcement coming at the end of May for all of the patrons about what the tiers will start offering in the future. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and hopefully we're able to continue to inspire and make you guys have as much fun as possible. Thanks for listening to this little announcement from the It's a Mimic podcast.